Today's December 20th, 2022. On my way to the Jam Room recording studio, drop off some amps and some drum stuff. Totally doing this while I'm driving, just safe as shit, right? We're looking forward to getting the process started. Gonna hit it off about 9 a.m. tomorrow. Plan of attack is drums tomorrow, some guitar work. Try to film and document this stuff along the way. So thank you guys for watching, and this is, I guess, officially day one. Let's go.
Obviously, like if you just wanted to do the section around that roll,
yeah,
I usually obviously record this much, and maybe we
sure.
end up only using that much.
Yeah, that maybe that whole chorus right there, because it's just getting me back into the groove of it.
Yeah,
and I may change it up right there.
There's that too. You could always just rethink these things. These, like, we'll have 2 days that you'll be free to go back and punch them in. That being said, it'd probably be cool to punch these things before these things anything changes, because even with everything just sitting there, it'll change just a little bit, you know.
Right.
But then again, that much.
Much better.
So day one's almost done. Me and old D out here on Rosewood Drive. Ben's inside listening to tracks, and Scott's in there, and we got a lot of progress today. A lot of good progress. We're gonna hopefully finish up drums between today and tomorrow, and start guitars tomorrow. So
rock and rolling ain't easy, baby.
Rock and rolling ain't easy. It's damn sure ain't pretty, but we make it look good. So that's cheesy as shit.
You've done to me, for you to hold over me. You led me astray. You hunger to control me.
doubt out of it. And
Yeah. Just whatever tonal curve it's got in the extra level. Yeah, let's take a listen to that, and then we'll kind of move on from there. First, we'll just, because I might even switch up the preamps I'm using with the mics. I'm using something a little different than I normally do.
Okay.
So I might go back to my normal too. So we just got to do some A-B-ing with, you know,
Okay.
first of all, get the head dial ins, something we like, and then A-B the cabinets, and then A-B the mic preamps maybe. Then I'll run the direct.
Go running away. Run from me. You touch your back on everything we built to feed your selfishness. Run from.
What's up, boys and girls and friends of the band? This is day 3. We're starting on some bass today. Ryan's getting his stuff dialed in and getting some really awesome bass tones. A lot of work ahead of us. Apparently, I don't know how to play guitar twice on the same song, so I gotta fix some stuff from some guitar stuff. But today's focus is working with bass, starting to lay down some vocals, and then we're gonna work on clean guitars and some of the clean riffs a little later today, and just gonna get those melodies kind of fleshed out, and then we're gonna go back in and fix some stuff. But really happy with the progress so far. You know, we got Ryan in with us today, and the bass tones we're getting is really solid, and pretty happy with kind of the playback thus far. Speaking of the devil, there's Ryan now. Come on in. He don't like the camera. The camera scares him, even though we did a porno together yesterday. So this is a day 3.
on the big spoon.
This is a day 3 update, and I was just telling the fine folks on the other side of that lens there what day 3's involved. So,
All right, fair enough.
any words of wisdom?
No, not at this moment.
I hear what you're saying.
That's easy.
Is it a okay?
Does that kind of dial it down for you back there, Jay?
Yeah, I could even just swap over to the line sound at that point. Every day.
That's
My eyes are open, you are only trying to save yourself again. I won't hold you back to see. I will hands as you're tearing free, and I won't hold you back to stay.
It's a good shot. It is a good shot. It's a great shot. Hey guys, it's day 4. What you got for us, Scott? Anything important?
Hoping to bring it all home today. Finish up the last few vocal tracks, a little bit more dirty guitar work, and then we start mixing and mastering.
Dirty guitar work. Brought to you by Red Bull
Rockstar energy drinks.
and Dr. Squatch Body Soap.
What is left of me? How much have I given to this?
I came in on the second part instead of the first part, sorry.
Got that one.
First little bit there.
Yeah, just
Singing the band, you know, can have a lot more dynamic as a band than somebody who's got the one singer, because you got that extra thing, just, you know, because the singers, no matter what they do, they can't do the same as 4 people coming in at once, you know what I mean?
well, I trust your ear on it. If you think it would benefit us to do some, then
I think you should do at least some. We shouldn't be lazy and not do it. So I think, but I think, you know, you don't want to just generically do it either. Maybe put a little thought into being clever with it and just do it on. And it could be that some of the songs take a double for the whole, double part, or that some not all, or just a few phrases, or just the end, or like this one you're thinking is like, well, we just go ahead and do one.
okay.
Kind of
Yeah, there's not much that I was thinking about for this one. It's just the big, long, held out scream notes.
And that's, does that?
So I got a 4 count. Gotcha.
I am entitled to this rage. This pain I feel will never change. You're not the martyr here. You are the heretic. When you're running.
You know, that didn't seem to work out.
Yeah.
You know.
You rolling?
All right, well, let's start individually. Start with the leader of the band, Mr. Leader. How do you think everything went this week?
Are you leader of the band?
I think you're the leader.
Oh, no,
man.
Jay's
I'm just the
definitely
lead singer.
You handle the money, that makes you the leader.
Well, okay. You know, we were very zealous in our attempts. You know, we called up Jay and said, hey, you know, we got some time around the holidays for you know, getting us all in around work schedules, and you know, we called Jay and said, hey Jay, you know, can we do 10 songs in a handful of days, and he agreed. I don't think he knew what he was getting himself into, but you know, I really just think the whole thing was just perfect. I mean, you know, from the room to the experience to the sound, and just everything just kind of falling together, like it was kind of feels like it meant to fall together that way.
Now, Mr. McGrady,
That's me, right?
what was your favorite part, sir?
I mean, honestly, the whole experience from top to bottom for me has been fantastic. I really like the fact that when I work with Jay, like, he tells me what he wants me to do and isn't like, well, what do you think? Like, he's not afraid to give me feedback, and I thought that was awesome. I think it really is going to help this album stand out.
You don't do that when I tell you to do it.
No, I don't. I'm really not interested in what you have to say.
Jay, what's your favorite part about doing rock and roll music, hard music, heavy music, opposed to a lot of the other stuff you do?
Yeah, it's funny comparing, you know, heavier music to some other styles. You know, I started out with heavy music. You know, that's definitely what got me into wanting to play music and just listen to music and be all about it. And that's all I really had anything to do with for many years of my life. So the idea of kicking ass and everything, pounding and being right on point and tight and kicking ass is like, you know, just second nature to me. But, you know, that being said, you know, being in the business, getting turned on to, you know, everything from old school country to even some old quartet gospel music where they actually want to come and kick ass, and to them that's like metal in their mind. They want to kick ass and lay waste to all the other bands at the church that day. So it's like they come in and it's like, well, I can get behind this, you know, this guy's. So, you know, there is the kind of healthy competition in metal of trying to outdo the next person and make your record kick ass more than theirs. So that's kind of, I think, you know, something that some genres don't really embrace quite as much, you know.
All right, so how easy or difficult is it to take your lyrics and your feelings and transfer them to his music, and vice versa? How hard or difficult or easy is it to take these things that he's experienced and written down and transpose them into what you play, how you make it feel?
Well, you have to understand our writing process, because I think we're a little different. Usually we work off of the riff as the foundation. So like Dustin will write a riff, and then I'll hear it, and I'll start to get some ideas for like how I would lay the vocals to it, and then we'll say, all right, what would we want this to be about? And if anybody has any suggestions, I'll try to work with those. Otherwise, I just kind of try to pull a theme and go from there. So it starts with the guitar lines, and then the song kind of grows out from that.
I'm gonna punt real quick to Jay and just ask Jay, when a band like us come into the room, what's your first, I guess, just first take on how to approach it? What's your thought process on how to like take what guys like us come to the room and say, hey, we want to lay these things down, we want to make a record with this stuff? What's your first thought on that kind of stuff?
Well, of course, you figure out how much you got to record, how much time you got to record it, and then there's the approach of you're going to track the thing live, or you're going to do it more piece at a time. I like to think that I typically do records the way old timey studios did, in the 70s and 80s, where everybody plays together. On this particular record, we actually did it without the bass player. We had the guitar, the vocals, and the drummer, just due to people's schedule. And it didn't turn out to be a problem, but everybody did at least play together and form out the songs together, so I could kind of figure out what was going on. But yeah, I really just think about how much time I have, so I have to see how meticulous I can be to get the whole thing, to come together. And then of course you talk with a lot of times people just play and it's very obvious what they're trying to do. Say for instance, your bass player like wanted a specific bass sound, and he sent me like a little MP3 or something that I could check out, and we ended up just like bringing his amp in, putting a mic on it, and that was just it. We just recorded the sound he already had, and it happened to work out, which was very good.
That is wonderful, Jay. You're a Jedi Master, dude.
Yeah.
And the shit you put up with the past week, ain't no amount of money in the world.
Dude, we're good.
Ain't no amount of money in the world.
I don't know about y'all, but I am extremely professional, and I got everything right the entire
I was
time.
about to say, we were polite, well behaved, and we came prepared. Like, I guarantee you, I've been in the studio with some bands that were not ready, and we had our stuff together. So I feel really good about how we did.
2023, the redeemed is coming your way.
As a whole, as a group, what was your favorite moment of this entire experience?
Let me go first. Watching the album come together over the past few days, like as we layered each piece on, and I really got to see it develop. Because I think we were, to use Dustin's word, more zealous with this album. We pushed ourselves into a lot of places that we weren't as comfortable with. And I think that we're really starting to find that sweet spot where we're kind of bridging that gap between active rock and metal. And I think we might be able to reach a broader audience with this album.
For me, it's always the same. I'm very fortunate to have, good friends around me who, believe in this stuff. Behind the camera is Big D, and bandmates and musical friends, musical business partners, Jay and others. And it starts with an idea, and this is our second full-length record with this lineup as a band. It starts with an idea, it starts with a riff, and it starts with a melody. But it takes everybody believing in that one idea to then start creating something. I don't know if you guys can see it on the floor, but then you start stringing together a list of pedals to create this thing, to create this sound, to get those ideas out of your head, and then capture them sonically in a way that transfers to the end user, end listener. Hearing this stretch of songs and Scott's writing and the bass stuff and the drum beats, and then Jay just capturing that in its essence, and then putting it, into practice, with all the things that he brings to the table. The first 2 days, I told other friends that walking into the studio room, it just has this feeling, it has a vibe, and that created such a peaceful environment for like hard and heavy songs, and no one got frustrated, no one got out of character, because it was just such a good vibe. And then Jay brings that energy to the recording process. It was never, hey, you suck, you're doing a bad job. It's, hey, let's just do this again, and we did it again, and we got it right. And it's, I'm just really excited for it to come out, and you guys to get to at least get a sample of what we created in this room the last few days.
I can't work in these conditions.